Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. Well, if you viewed me in the last couple of days, you know I told you that I have no intentions of actually listening to or watching the chosen one, Barack Hussein Obama, deliver the State of the Union speech. I went shooting. Got home at about 8 o'clock last night, turned on Fox, and there he was. They did a whole replay. I watched about the first hour, and then I honestly had to turn it off. You know what really disappointed me was when the cameras panned the chamber, you saw Republicans clapping. Yeah. You saw the Speaker, John Boehner, clapping. You saw Vice President Joe Biden clapping. Speaking of a vice president, you want to take a look at his eyes. He looks like he was fighting to stay awake. I gotta believe they gave him some medication so he could stay awake, but he really appeared to be fighting to stay awake. Barack Obama, I think he considers himself to be a movie star. And I got real tired listening to all of his lies. It was lie after lie after lie. And he talked about the oil prices. What did he have to do with the oil prices going down, other than possibly forcing it down so he can destroy the Russian economy? He talked about the stock market never being as high as it is, but who's benefiting from a high stock market? Not the middle class. He talked about a bill that they want to pass to make wages the same for women as men. Well, they should start in the White House. He talked about giving free care, child care. And then he talked about his idiotic free community college program. Everything's free. And what he's doing, and I said this in previous videos, he's setting the stage for 216. If in fact there's ever going to be a 216. I can't see him letting go of the power base that he has. But then again, won't be the first time I've been wrong. And what he's doing is he's trying to appeal to the masses, which is the middle class. And what he's offering them is more money in their pockets by taxing the wealthiest people in America. I wonder how many movie stars like Barbara Streisand feel comfortable with that. It's really insane. I couldn't take more than an hour. And he never really got into anything specific other than bouncing all over the place. This morning I caught a little bit of Fox News, and they had the talking head Frank Luntz on. And one of the words that Frank Luntz said Obama would use, and he was right. The word fair popped up countless times, as did I, and me. But that's typical for Barack Hussein Obama. I don't see any difference between Democrats and Republicans based on the reception and the accolades that they gave to the chosen one. He had nothing to say that really made any sense. He talked about vetoing the Keystone Pipeline. He talked about vetoing anything that the Republicans try to do as far as immigration is concerned. And he talked about protecting Obamacare. And he would veto any attempt by the Republicans to try to dismantle Obamacare. I'm going to try to get a hold of a couple of high-powered Republicans. I might try to reach out to Mitch McConnell. Somebody needs to look into the back end of Obamacare, which is non-existent. But that's a different story. I think it's completely and totally insane that he's allowed to continue living the high life. He needs to be arrested for his crimes against the American people. This morning, they had on Fox, they had Valerie Jarrett on as a guest. And she said that Obama's number one objective is to protect the American people. Well, if that's true, why would he be releasing all the Guantanamo prisoners? One of the most recent releases that took place on the day of his speech was Kalid Sheikh Mohammed. Now, if you don't know who Kalid Sheikh Mohammed is, he's the one that was in Guantanamo with the big, massive beard. He also confessed under the new enhanced techniques that were used, which the Democrat Dianne Frankenstein highlighted to the world. But during those questioning periods, he confessed to masterminding the 9/11 attacks. He confessed to the shoe bomber, Richard Reed. He confessed to the attempt to blow up the Bali nightclub bombing in Indonesia. In the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, the murder of Daniel Pearl and various failed attacks, he was as numerous as other crimes. He was charged in February 2008 with war crimes and murder by a U.S. military commission at the Guantanamo Bay detention camp. And according to the article I'm going to attach, it's a Wikipedia article, he was facing a death penalty. How Valerie Jarrett can say that Barack Obama is only interested in protecting the American people is totally insane. Returning this particular individual, Kalid Sheikh Mohammed, to the battlefield. Remember the Pan Am bombing? And remember the Pan Am bomber? Well, he was released for compassionate reasons because they expected him to die real soon from prostate cancer. As it turned out, he lived for a number of years. And when he returned to Libya, he was greeted like a hero. Do you not think that Kalid Sheikh Mohammed will be treated like a hero? Do you not think because he was released, he'll be able to recruit countless jihadists? The whole thing's totally insane. And for this skag, who used to be a slum landlord in Chicago, Valerie Jarrett, to say that Obama's number one priority is to protect the American people, there's something wrong with that. But then when you look into Valerie Jarrett's background, she was a red diaper baby. She also belongs to the women's division of the Muslim Brotherhood, as does, I believe, Huma Abedin. I know Huma Abedin's mother does, and her brother belongs to the men's version of the Muslim Brotherhood. Can you not see the writing on the wall? Every one of these Guantanamo combatants that Obama releases allows Al-Qaeda, IS or ISL, whatever the hell you want to call them, to recruit countless new members. They're shown that at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, they have one of their own. That's why he's released so many of these terrorists. The whole thing is totally insane. I'm going to attach the Wikipedia link on Kalid Sheikh Mohammed. You want to read up on him? He was considered to be the right-hand man for bin Laden. And Obama releases him on the same night that he addresses the nation. What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture?